Peace and blessings, my Nubian family, brothers and sisters around the world. I'm here again, Chrissy B. Emotep, yours truly. I'm here again to let's talk a little bit about the goings on in China. Excuse me. It's been in the news lately. Our Africans have been really inhumanly treated down in China, and you know, as a people, we're so open and we're so giving. The Chinese have come to Africa and invested in various African countries over the last several years, as we all know. Nigeria, parts of Djibouti, Ghana, and other parts of Africa, and we've never ushered them out. We've never run them out. They've come, they've done what we wanted to do, they've invested, we've made them feel welcome, and now our people, especially the Nigerians, but there's other Africans in China that are out there for whatever reason. Some are out there to work, some are out there to invest in the country, in stock market and businesses, and just to have a good time. And they've been, because of this coronavirus, COVID-19, they're being stigmatized. And let's not forget, you know, this disease, this virus, really initially occurred in China several months ago, coming from a bat in a market, and it escalates all over the world. The Italians had got a lot of the brunt of it. The Spanish, I believe, between Italy and Spain, so many thousands of casualties have died and are still sick now. And it originated in China. Now it's in England, it's in America, it's all over the world. I was hearing that the only place it hasn't affected is the Antarctica. That's the only place it hasn't affected is the Antarctica, or the Antarctic. Really, out of the facility of the world population one. It's because the Antarctica's down, isn't it? And so it hasn't reached there. So in terms of all the countries in the world, this disease is virtually gone into every single country and affected so many people. As I was hearing a statistic, I think it was a couple of days ago, that I think it's close to over 100,000 people have passed away from this. And it's affected nearly 1 million people. And don't forget, the planet is about 7 million people, so it's affected virtually 1 million people, and 100,000 people thereabouts. This is a couple of days ago, passed away. But as always, we know that whenever anything happens, us Africans always get stigmatized. We always were made the scapegoat of whenever things take a turn for the worse, whenever there's any kind of human fatalities or any type of disasters. We're the ones that always seem to get the blame, and we're like stigmatized and scapegoated. And then now everyone's turning away from us, so when they see us coming, they run away from us. So really, what this really amounts to is, I'm trying to find the right words, what this really amounts to is that we need to come together as not just the Africans on the motherland, the ones like us in the diasporas, the ones in America, Europe, the Caribbean, Latin America, and there's also Africans in Asia as well. Some of those Africans in Asia are indigenous to Asia and so on, and even the Middle East, they're indigenous there. We've all got to come together, and we've got to see if we could fight this devil, because we're going to win, without a shadow of a doubt. We're going to win. And so that's just my 2 pence, or my 5 pence, or as I say in England, my 2 pennies. 2 cents. As to this situation. You see, we're the easy target because we're very easy going. Everybody seems to they know that because we're not united, and because we're divisionized and scattered, and we're not one big unison. We're not one big. We're not in solidarity with each other. They know that they can come and conquer us, and they can come and set divisions, even more divisions amongst us. And they also know that if they stigmatize us and scapegoat us, then we're not gonna come together. We're gonna blaming each other. We're gonna be loggerheads with each other. But now I think this is a different time. Now I think when Africans are waking up. Africans with diasporas, as well as the ones in the motherland, are waking up now to what's going on. It's the mind at play. The mind of the Europeans are at play. And I do believe that we're waking up, and I think we're going to come together and fight this devil. Trust me, it's going to happen. And I'm seeing things on social media which gives me a lot of encouragement that Africans, especially the ones in the diaspora, they're waking up, and they know that we have to go to the we're going to have to go to the continent to fight this. You know, it might seem a bit far-fetched, but it's something that just has to happen. And because you know the Chinese are going to come and blame us now, then what's going to happen? Other world governments will keep blaming us for what's going on, and then before you know it, wherever we are, they're going to run us out. You know, don't forget, you know, the motherland is ours. We were there, and then they came and invaded, colonized it, took it over, and then took us as slaves in the Caribbean as well as South America, as well as the other American countries like Central America and North America. Wherever we are in the diasporas, we were taken, we were taken there as slaves. There will be some who argue that we're indigenous to every single continent, which we are, but we know for the most part, the ones of us who are indigenous, that generation have died out. And then when they came in and conquered us, they put us into the diasporas, Europe as well. You've read many stories about Olaudah Equiano, the runaway slave, you know, who came to England. Ignatius Sancho was another runaway slave. These guys initiated originally were from Africa, Nigeria, and they brought us slaves to the west, to Europe, and they had to fight, and they fought for equality until their dying day, and so on and so forth. We've read many stories about this, and there's many stories of similar vein which have come out of South America and the Caribbean. And so that's not our original home. Our original home is Africa. Originally, we all came from Africa, then we scattered out and we filtered out, and that was before the slave trade. Then when that generation died out, and then when the Europeans came into Africa and colonized us and enslaved us and brought us to the West, then see, this is where we are now. Our names were changed from our authentic original African names like Kwame and Toure and so on, and changed into the slave name. And even our brothers and sisters in the Americas, they've got Latin names: Spanish, Italian, French, Portuguese, and so on. And that's our original name, you know. So, and now when the going gets tough, they want us out of their countries. You see what I mean? They want us out of their diasporas. So that's why we need to keep a link with Africa. I've said this many times on social media. We need to keep a link with Africa and keep a link with our African brothers and sisters in the motherland. And at the same time, when we do this, then when things are gonna get a lot worse. When things get even worse than they are now, because this is an epidemic, this is a pandemic, this is worldwide, this coronavirus. When it calms down, there's gonna be something else they're gonna throw on us and thrust upon us, some of a disaster or some of a discrepancy. And then once that happens now, then we're gonna have to, as I said, that's why we need to be in solidarity. Then we're gonna have to go to the motherland and take up residency there, because that's where we are. The Ghanaians have something. I think it was from last year, the year of return. I think it was last year, the year of return, and much of us are from Ghana, from the Ashanti tribe. And so the year of return means that we were there originally. You know, before they took us out from there, we were really originally there. And so it's something we have to think about. Many of us have thought about this already and have really uprooted and taken up residency in Ghana. A lot of celebrities have done that. Rita Marley's one of those now living in Ghana. So Stevie Wonder, and there's others as well. Akon is doing his bit as well for the continent. So celebrities are waking up and have woken up and know that this is where it needs to happen. And so I say to you out there that whenever there's anything happens with our brother and sister, when anything goes down with our brother and sister, and whether it be in the motherland, whether it be in China, which is happening now, we'll see. We have to fight. We have to stand together. We have to fight. We have to come in solidarity and see what we can do for the benefit and the aid of our brothers and sisters. As I post up on Facebook, they come with the vaccines now. There's no official vaccine for coronavirus which has been created, and all of a sudden now they want to come to Africa and test their vaccines, their fake vaccines, on the African children and African people in general. And when I posted something up on Facebook, when I posted a post relating to this on Facebook about a week ago, there was uproar, as one could imagine. There's no way that our people are going to take this sitting down. They think we're going to just sit down and fold our arms and do nothing. But it's a different time now, and this generation is definitely awoken and awakening even more as we speak. And if the world governments and officials and authorities think that we're going to just sit here and do nothing when our brothers and sisters in the motherland and other parts of the world are being attacked and being victimized, they've got another thing coming. Anyway, as I said, subscribe to the link down below. Click on the red button, click on the red subscribe button, subscribe, share the videos, like them, comments down below as well. Tell us what you think and feel about what we said. I'm a bit and ahhing, I don't know, I'm not 100% today. I've not long woken up, so forgive me. So and ahhing and pausing, so you know, I'm not 100%, but I had to do this because I'm going to be very busy tomorrow. So I've set me do it today because I was also urged to give my opinion on this, and I've just given you my opinion now. And I think it's all about solidarity, coming together, and helping our brothers and sisters in the motherland, linking with them, and the ones in China and other parts of the world that have gone through blatant racism and blatant prejudice because of the colour of their skin, and they're being ushered out of their homes. And when they come to our places, we don't do that to them. And so that's just my 2 pence. Solidarity, unity, fight. But fight diplomatically, not physically fight, but diplomatically. If it has to get into physical, you have to go into physical, like Malcolm said. You know, be good to everybody, but if anybody puts their hands on you, then you fight back. That's how it is. As I said, you know, subscribe down below, the red button, to the YouTube channel, Chrissy B. Emotep, and like the videos that we do, and leave your comments and share them. Peace and love. I'm out. Peace and love.